So I'll give Mataji co-host. Yeah, Mataji, I gave you co-host. Mataji, I can't hear you. You have to unmute. You didn't unmute, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Mataji, now we can hear you. Can you hear me,
Hare
Mataji?
Krishna.
Can you hear me, Mataji?
Hare Krishna.
I think Mataji is not able to hear me. Hare Krishna, Mataji. We
Hare
can
Bol.
hear you.
Hare Krishna.
Okay, wait.
Are you able to hear me? I am not able to hear anyone.
Can you rejoin?
Yeah, I cannot hear. Are you talking, Mataji?
Yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, now I can hear. Are you able to
Oh,
hear?
yes, Mataji. Yes.
Okay.
Finally.
Yeah, welcome Aishwarya, Balabrinda, Tulasi Manjari. Okay. So maybe we can put a message in.
Mataji putting Mataji. Just now live is done. I'm putting their message.
Okay. Hopefully I'm audible. Karthik.
Mataji, yes, you are audible.
Okay. So let's start with prayers. Welcome everyone. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Okay, see, we usually chant 21 times of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Anyone wants to chant? And everyone else can chant on mute. Yes, Aishwarya, go ahead. So we will chant the mantra like how we're chanting in the japa. We'll try to focus and be attentive to the syllables of the mantra. Okay, can start.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Aishwarya. That was so nice. Thank you so much. Thank you, Chinmayi, Prahlad, Haripriya, and Suraj for joining. So we will start now. Do you remember what we did in the last class, the last week? Last week was Halloween, I know. But the week before, the last time when we met, Prahlad, do you, yeah, Aishwarya?
Hare Krishna Mataji, we did the lesson about King Citraketu and what Narada Muni told him.
Very good. Yeah, we did about King Citraketu and what Narada Muni told him. Okay, so now we are going to again do a lesson from the 7th canto. Oops. Okay, so what else do you remember from the last class? What was Citraketu's condition? And what did Narada Muni tell them?
Haripriya raised her hand, Mataji. Haripriya, go ahead.
Hare Krishna Mataji. So Citraketu, he was very sad. He was grieving because his son had died, and he wanted to bring his son back to life. But Narada Muni told him that anyways, he was only father in this birth. We didn't know what happened in the past birth or what will happen in the next birth. And this father-son relationship is temporary. So he told Citraketu not to be sad.
That's wonderful. That's now are you able to hear me clearly?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah. So that's nice. So what he Narada Muni gave lessons, right, to Citraketu, and so that Citraketu can find a way to find solace. Okay. So today, give me 1 minute.
Mataji?
Yeah, I have some problems in audio. Now is it okay?
Yes, Mataji, now it's okay.
Okay, I'm trying to get the PPT also.
If there is any issue with the PPT, I can help you out, Mataji.
You have it?
Yeah, I have it.
Oh, can you share?
Yeah, sure, Mataji. Let me download it. Yeah. Yeah, it's downloaded.
Okay. So today we are going to see
Yeah.
we are going to see something from Canto 7. Thank you so much, Mataji.
You know what is Mataji?
Yeah, so today we are going to see Narada and Yudhishthira. Okay, so yeah, go ahead, Mataji. Next screen. We'll go to the icebreaker directly. So the icebreaker is, can you share an experience of how you got angry with someone and ended up thinking of them the entire day? Whether you're upset with them or you feel bad, anything. Aishwarya, yes, Aishwarya.
Hare Krishna Mataji, this was last year. Um, I had just had my district spelling bee and
Uh-huh.
I had gotten out because the pronouncer had mispronounced the word and I knew the word, but because she mispronounced it, I spelled it wrong and I lost an entire year of opportunity for spelling bees. So I was the next day I was fully angry with her and I was angry with her and thinking about my failure the entire day.
Hmm. That's true, right? It wasn't, I know how much you are preparing and it wasn't your mistake, but this happened and so uh right. Okay. Thank you for sharing that. And so you couldn't get her off of your thoughts, right?
Yes, Mataji.
Mm. So that happens when we are angry or upset with someone, or when we someone is upset with us and we have done something right. Thank you for sharing that. Anybody else? Yes, Shreya.
So Mataji, this was like it was very recent. I think me and my brother were arguing. I don't know over what, but like, and I just got really upset at him, and then we started like arguing and yelling and over something, and then the whole like the rest of the day. This was like early in the morning. I was thinking about it because like I mean I shouldn't have yelled at him, but like I was also very upset with him. So like it was just like thinking about it the whole rest of the day.
Thank you. Thank you, Shreya. That was so nice. Yes. Uh, I also had many similar experiences like that. Yeah. Thank you,
Mm,
Shreya. I could relate to what you're saying.
right.
Okay. Who else? Chinmayi.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
I had a small argument with one of my friends, and it wasn't that big, but I don't know why I became impatient and kind of like shouted at her, and she yelled back. And later, I was like regretting the thing for like the rest of the day because like I shouldn't have yelled at her. It wasn't that big of a thing. And it wasn't I wasn't thinking about the anger, like why she did that, but why I did that.
Wow. Thank you for sharing that. That's so wonderful of you and your introspection. This is very good. If we all develop this introspection, then we can see that even there are problems in relationships that can be solved. Thank you, Chinmayi. Okay, anybody else? Okay, so no, anybody else?
Mataji, I can say.
Yes, Suraj and then Haripriya.
Yeah, so one thing that makes me very angry is when I
No,
bring
no,
my
yellow
basket.
the yellow one.
Oh,
1 minute, can I please tell my family to stop
Mama,
interrupting real quick?
घर में तीन चीज
yes.
रखा है.
Yes.
Yes,
So
Suraj.
one of the experience is that I like to play basketball at school, but they don't let you get basketballs from the during the morning brunch break time. So instead, I bring my own from home so I can play in the morning break time. But then, as soon as I get to school, someone grabs my ball, takes it, just because they think I'm going to let them use it without even asking me. And it really, I don't like it.
Hmm. So some unexpected things come up, and then you anticipate something, and somebody else has taken that. So that's bothering you that throughout. Okay. Thank you, Suraj and Prahlad. Mataji, I can share the screen now. It's opened.
Okay, Mataji.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay.
I was once angry because once in when I was playing when I was in my soccer coach was like my teammates were like they weren't passing it to me and they were being like they would like even though it was wide open they would never pass it to me. So I got like angry and I started I started being rude, like I started screaming at them and I didn't like it. But then I realized it was just because I was like not that good yet. So I regret it and
Yeah, thank you, Prahlad. That was so nice. So this happens. I mean, I bet there can be no one in this world that did not have this experience, right? So somebody is angry, we are angry with someone, or someone is angry with us, then we end up thinking about them so much time. Okay, Haripriya, yes.
Hare Krishna Mataji, when I was in 8th grade, so I was in like my school's band, and there was this so I play flute, and there's this one like small flute called piccolo, and the teacher was giving out opportunities for people to play it, and I really wanted to play it. I'd been wanting to play it for a long time, except she only gave it to like the first person, like the best player, and I was second in my class, so I was so close to getting it, but I didn't get it, and I don't really remember who I was mad at because like it was mostly my fault for messing up on the test to see who was the best player. But I was thinking about that for a long time.
Mm. Right? So you just miss something, and then whoever may be responsible, but you're thinking about that, right? Thank you. I can relate with it. Okay, and Karthik.
This was when I was like in 2nd grade. Me and my two friends would sometimes get into a lot of fights. It was mostly one of my friends would get in a fight with us, and we would kind of not talk for the rest of the day. And one time this happened, and when we went back in from recess, the whole time I was thinking about how I would never want to like forgive her. But then she came up and apologized, and the only reason I actually forgave her was because actually I forget why, but I forgave her. But the whole rest of the day I was thinking about how I didn't want to forgive her, and I was still really mad at her.
Wow, it was in 2nd grade and you still remember that,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, that means the experience is so vivid, right? Thank you, Karthik. Thank you. Okay, so let's go on to the lesson today. So we'll take turns and read. This is between Narada and Yudhishthira. Narada is coming to Yudhishthira's Rajasuya Yajna, and Yudhishthira Maharaj has a question, and Narada Muni is answering that. Okay. Someone can read text 16.
Mataji, can I read?
Yes, go ahead, Prahlad.
Text 16. Maharaja Yudhisthira inquired, "It is very wonderful that the demon Shishupala merged into the body of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, even though extremely envious. The Sayujya Mukti is impossible to attain even for great transcendentalists. How then did the enemy of the Lord attain it?"
Yes. So what is Sayujya Mukti? Aishwarya?
I don't really know, Mataji, but I have a guess. Does it mean like liberation by merging into the body of the Lord?
That's correct. That's correct. So liberation by merging into the body, which is the light effulgence of the Lord. So everyone could see that Shishupala merged into the body of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But why was Shishupala extremely envious of the Lord? Yes, Aishwarya?
Wasn't it because in the Rajasuya Yajna, Yudhishthira Maharaj, he was paying all his respects to Krishna first, then he was paying his respects to the elders. So
Yeah, yeah. Right. So, but Shishupala was envious even before that. So anyone else would like to add some points? I know definitely many of you know this.
Mataji, I know because maybe like in the birth he had like 4 eyes, 2 eyes and 4 arms. I mean like something like that. And then whenever whoever came and looked at him, when he lost both his arms and like one of his eyes, he would get that's the person who would kill him. So this happened to be Krishna. And then but the like Shishupal's mother pleaded to him that please don't kill him. So Krishna gave him 100 chances, and then after that 100 chance, he killed her. So like she was envious of Krishna as well.
Yes, thank you, Prahlad. That's exactly why, right? So he grew up hearing that Krishna is going to kill you. Krishna as a person, when as a baby, when he was put in the lap of Krishna, his I think some say 3 hands, some say 4 hands, but whatever extra hands he had, that vanished. Whatever extra eyes he had, that vanished. So then, he knew up. So he was very envious of the Lord. And he was constantly thinking about him. But he attained Sayujya Mukti, means merging into the Lord's form, bodily effulgence. So Yudhishthira Maharaj is asking that it's difficult for great transcendentalists. How did the enemy of the Lord attain it? Okay, let's see what Narada Muni is replying. Text 23. Can anyone unmute and read? Yes, Karthik.
The great sage Sri Narada Ji said, O king, blasphemy and praise, chastisement and respect are experienced because of ignorance. The body of the conditioned soul is planned by the Lord for suffering in the material world through the agency of the external energy.
Right. So Narada Muni is saying that someone blasphemes, someone praises us. When someone blasphemes us or someone is critical about us, then we are so sorry to hear that. Oh my God, how come this can be there? And someone is giving us praise, and then we hear that someone praised you, then we become so happy. Right? Someone gives us respect, someone says this is not right, what you've done is wrong, and we don't want to hear the chastisement. But all this even is experienced because of ignorance. Means a person who is in the level of knowledge, he knows that blasphemy and praise are the nature of this world. So it keeps coming again and again, and he doesn't identify with both of them. So this is what Narada Muni is explaining, and then he goes on further that why the Lord was not at all affected by Shishupala's critical remarks on him. Okay, Chinmayi, would you like to read?
Sure, Mataji. Text 25. Because the bodily conception of life, the conditioned soul thinks that when the body is annihilated, the living being is annihilated. Lord Vishnu, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is the supreme controller, the super soul of all living entities. Because he has no material body, he has no false conception of I and mine. It is therefore incorrect to think that he feels pleasure or pain when blasphemed or offered prayers. This is impossible for him. Thus, he has no enemy and no friend. When he chastises the demons, it is for their good, and when he accepts the prayers of the devotees, it is for their good. He is affected neither by prayers nor by blasphemy.
Thank you. So you see, Narada Muni is explaining that Krishna never was affected, or although Shishupala was extremely envious of Krishna and he publicly blasphemed the Lord did not feel any pain. Why?
Because the Lord doesn't have that conception, like material conception.
Right, Chinmayi. So the Lord doesn't have material conception of I and mine. Why he doesn't have the material conception of I and mine? Yes, Aishwarya. Yes.
Because he's a spiritual entity and he doesn't have a material identity. Like he doesn't have the false ego.
Yes, so he doesn't have a material body, or so he doesn't have a material identity, and he's not in ignorance and he's not affected. Shreya, would you like to say something?
I was gonna say he doesn't have a material body, so
Right. Right, so he doesn't have material body. So if somebody prays to him, it is for the good of the person who prays. But Krishna is not feeling elated. Oh my God, he's praying, he's glorifying me. And same way when the demons chastise him, he's not getting irritated. How come he can chastise me? Because he neither feels pleasure nor feels pain when blasphemed or offers for him, or prayers are offered to him. Okay. Suraj, would you like to read text 26?
26. Therefore, by enmity or by devotional service, by fear or by affection, or by lusty desire, by all these or any one of them, if a conditioned soul somehow or other concentrates his mind upon the Lord, the result is the same. For the Lord, because of his blissful position, is never affected by enmity or friendship.
Suraj. Yes, Tulsi Manjari?
No, Mataji, I just put my hand up to read.
To read. Okay, next you can read. Okay. So, Narada Muni is making a point here that if somehow or other, if we are able to concentrate our mind on the Lord, the result will be the same. But the important thing is we have to concentrate our mind on the Lord. So what happened was Shishupala, although he was envious of the Lord, he was completely concentrating his mind on the Lord, completely thinking of Krishna. So the Lord, because he was not affected by enmity or friendship, so he was in a blissful position, and so he awarded Shishupala liberation or merging with him, which is even difficult for great transcendentalists to obtain. See how the Lord's qualities are, right? He's very, very different from all of us here. Here we go by friends and enemies and people whom we like and whom we don't like. But the Lord has no such dualities because he's completely spiritual, he's absolute. And so he gave this position. So Narada Muni is explaining to Yudhisthira, because of Lord's position, like this was completely neutral and transcendental, he gave this result to Maharaja Yudhisthira. Okay, Tulsi Manjari, can you read 28, 29?
Yes, Mataji. A grass worm confined in a hole of a wall by a bee always thinks of the bee in fear and enmity, and later becomes a bee simply because of such remembrance. Similarly, if the conditioned souls somehow or other think of Krishna, who is Satchitananda Vigraha, they will become free from their sins. Whether thinking of him as their worshipable Lord or an enemy, because of constantly thinking of him, they will regain their spiritual bodies.
Wow. Can you explain this a bit, Tulsi Manjari? Like whatever you understood from this?
So like even if you don't hold like Lord Krishna the best wishes, even like if you're like his enemy or you see him as an enemy, you can still be liberated. Like even in Kamsa's case, he was always thinking of him like day and night because he was so like scared and like so fearful of him. So, but even though he was killed by Krishna, he eventually went to the spiritual world too. And so no matter how you think of Krishna, you will still end up like that.
That's great, right? Thank you so much. That's a wonderful description. Who could be like this except for the Lord, right? And even if he's able to award this award liberation to even demons who hates him, who tried to kill him, who envied him, and if someone is trying to be a devotee of the Lord, trying to offer something, chant his names and trying to offer something in devotion, then we can imagine how merciful he would be, right? Even for people who want to kill him, that's why God is absolute. God doesn't hate the one who hates him. Neither the devotee following in the footsteps of the Lord hates someone who hates him. So this is why Bhagavatam is called the science, right? Science of God, how it works, how the Lord's position is, what are his qualities, what are his characteristics. So we can find with and we can try to understand through pastimes. So Yudhishthira Maharaj is so surprised about Shishupala's liberation, and he's asking the question, and Narada Muni is answering such. Okay. You have any questions?
I have a question, Mataji.
Yeah, it's yeah.
So I just wanted to clarify in text 26. Does it basically mean that Krishna isn't partial to anyone? Like,
Well, can you say that again?
like does it mean like as long as you concentrate on the Lord, Krishna isn't partial whether you are concentrating on him as an enemy or you are concentrating on him as a devotee? Is that right?
Yes, he's not affected like how we are affected, and he doesn't take sides
Okay.
to a devotee, and he doesn't award something for a devotee and something for a demon, provided the demon is able to think of him like that. So someone asked me the same question, then it's easy to develop enmity on someone, and so we can always think of enmity with God. But the first thing is one has to, whether enmity or friendship or devotion, one has to be completely absorbed in the Lord, always thinking about him. If that is not the case, like what happened to Vena, the king Vena, so he was also enemy of the Lord, but he went to hell. He was killed by the sages, but he went to the hellish planets. But Shishupala was also the enemy of the Lord, but he got liberation. So that's what Yudhishthira Maharaj's question is. Right? So Vena was not thinking about the Lord. So a person who is going to follow this path of being enemy to the Lord, we should be, if he is not 100% absorbed in the Lord, then he ends up in a hellish planets. But rather a devotee who's trying to concentrate his mind upon the Lord and do devotion, but he's not perfect, he's falling here and there, and by the time his lifetime is over, then what happens to him? He's still in the safe side. He will never go to hell because of the little devotional service that he performed, and he will be given the next life from where he can continue.
Okay. Thank you, Mataji. You
Okay.
answered my first question as well as second question, both in the same way.
Thank you, Aishwarya. Okay, Karthik, you have a question?
I have two questions. The first is, if you're a non-Hare Krishna, but you just hear Krishna's name once, and then when you die, you happen to think of it, do you still go to Krishna or you go to hell?
So, if you are non-Hare Krishna and you have heard of Krishna's name only once, and at the time of death, you are able to tell Krishna's name?
Yes.
Yeah, according to Krishna's thing in Bhagavad Gita, yam yam vapi antakalecha mameva smaran muktva kalevaram. A person at the time of death is able to say Krishna only by the mercy of the Lord and because he's been able to thinking about the Lord, right?
Right.
So even though he may be a non-Hare Krishna from outside, but the very fact that he's able to think about the Lord and say the Lord's name, and whatever he's thinking about by telling the Lord's name, he's going to attain that. So most probably he must be thinking about the Lord while telling the Lord's name. So the Lord says that he will attain me.
Okay, thank you. My second question is it true that when you go to the spiritual world, you can never fall down again?
Yes, that's what Krishna promises, that one who comes here, yad gatva na nivartante tadhama paramam mama. So that place, having gone once, one never returns, that is my abode. He's describing his abode like that.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Thank you for the wonderful questions. Okay. I think we'll go to the group task now. So we'll divide ourselves into two groups. One will be in the main group, that will be group 1, and the other group 1 will be the other one in the breakout room. So the main group, that is group 1, would be brainstorm ideas of how you can remember Krishna the entire day at school and at play, and I mean whatever your day is. You're traveling to the school, you are at school, you're coming back, and then you're going to some other extra classes, you're at home, you're playing. So you brainstorm ideas how you can remember Krishna, because that's what we learned, right? So remembering Krishna is very, very powerful. And the group 2, the breakout room group, would do research on what sort of liberation different demons attained when they were killed by Krishna. So you can take the 5 demons or whatever, like Kamsa, apart from Sishupala, we knew here. The other demons, for example, Kamsa, and what kind of liberation they attain. Putana, Trinavrita, Kamsa, like that. Okay.
Yeah, Mataji, I am opening the rooms. Group 2 will go to the other room. Group 1 will be here, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So we have only 5 minutes.
Okay. Here, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kids, right? Here I put 5 kids. And in the group 2, I put 4 kids. Mataji, you can go to the breakout
Group
and
2.
one.
Yeah.
If they need one more person, I can send from here. Shreya, why did you came back? Were you not there in the breakout?
I think she got disconnected when the breakout started, Mataji.
Okay, I think she joined the breakout. Now she joined the breakout. Okay. So I think we are good to go, right? Yeah, you can start, kids.
Who's gonna do the typing and everything?
This group one.
I can make a PowerPoint, I mean a Google Slides in my Drive and then share it with you guys.
Docs would be more useful for this one.
If you want, I also have my system on, so if you want, I can also do it.
Wait, what, Haripriya, you cut out. Can you say that again?
No, I said docs would be better than the slides because we're just brainstorming ideas. No.
Yeah, slides, docs. But yeah, I think docs would be more useful. Okay, so I will share my screen.
Can you also send the link and edit access in the chat?
Yes. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Let me open Google Drive. Sorry, I have a long spelling.
So you have any other like ideas? Like, I think a topic is how to remember Krishna in our daily life, right?
We can think of him throughout the day and like thank him for like the multiple things we do in life.
Yeah, what I try to do personally is I try to like tell myself to like whenever I'm free, like sing some kirtan. Like usually I just hum songs. So if I like sing kirtan, it's gonna make me inclined towards saying the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra or something.
Yeah, that's what I do too. When I'm done with all my work, my school lets me like play music. So I go and put Vibhavari Session on YouTube.
And when I'm at home, I'm doing homework. I listen to Kirtan while doing homework, and it like if I listen to fast Kirtan, it helps me do my homework faster, and I can also remember Krishna.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like nowadays they have like study music type of stuff, but I think listening to Kirtan is like the best option.
Okay. Can you guys say
Just copy the top link and
but
put it in the chat.
share it, right?
Hmm?
We have to share it though because
The
What if you just
general access to edit.
okay.
Anyone with the link can edit. Can you?
Whoa. Okay. Let's go to Zoom. Ooh. Sorry. How do I go back to Zoom? Okay. Okay. I put it in there. Can everybody hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
How do we get back to Zoom?
It's usually on the bottom where all your other apps are.
But that's what it's giving me when I go back to Zoom.
No, on the top there should be a bar with all the options and stuff. If you're sharing it.
Yeah, the share bar is there, right, for you? There you will click on it. You'll have an icon, participant icon is there.
I go here?
One bar which is green color, there is one bar came out. Share screen bar.
I don't think I see that.
Okay, then let other kid take it if you are not able to do it because we are getting late.
I
Okay,
can't edit.
Okay. Haripriya, go ahead.
I stopped there.
Wait a sec.
Any other ideas?
You have the link, I sent it in the chat.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay. Okay, so listening and singing kirtan we have. The bullet points. Listen while going forward. And like another thing I like to do is like when I'm doing something around the house, like if I have some seva like cleaning or something, then while I'm doing that, I also like to sing like some kirtan or Vaishnavacharya songs.
Yeah, I do that too. And also, I know this is really weird, but can we, oh, never mind. Okay. I was gonna ask if we could make it a font other than the default font, because I don't like that. Okay. Listening to Kirtan while doing homework.
What's another good one? Like during school and all, what can we do?
One thing I do in school is I just like look at all the people who are not Krishna conscious, and I kind of remember like how lucky I am that I am like I know about Krishna and everything.
Yeah.
If you're allowed to use like AirPods or something in school, because if you're in like high school or something, you could still make your done.
I mean, for me, I am in high school and they don't let us use unless we are scholar.
Can I say something?
Oh, they
Haripriya?
let us. So like certain classes allow.
Yes, Mataji.
Haripriya, can I say something? Yeah. If I go outside now in this, then I feel like look at how people are doing all bad things. I get scared and I pray. I remember Krishna, please don't put me in that situation where I also do that kind of thing. That way I remember Krishna. Oh my God, how they are doing bad. And yes, they are doing bad. I can't help them, but at least I should be away from that, right? So I remember Krishna, please, Krishna, don't put me also in one of the member of that team. Okay. That way I remember Krishna.
Okay, I'll add that. So just looking at people around us and praying to Krishna that we also don't end up like that.
Yeah.
Being grateful that Krishna is goodness. What's another one?
How do you start your day? That is the main thing, right? So that way you can remember your whole day.
Yeah. What I do is like when I get off what I do when I get off my bed, I said, thank you, Krishna, or thank you, my Lord, for waking me up today and making me healthy today.
So I put chant some focus or saying thank you to Lord.
Another thing that I saw, like my father, before he sleeps, he like there's a small player, like he sits before Krishna and like I don't know what he does. Like he just talks with Krishna. I don't know, but I think that's also a good habit.
Like telling Krishna about his day and stuff.
Yeah, I do that when I have bad days.
That's nice.
I also added one at the top, which is keeping a photo in front of like your bed so you see Krishna as soon as you wake up.
Yeah, I've also heard this in many lectures. Like it's a good habit that many people follow.
And whenever I have free time, my mom and I listen to lectures.
Yeah. Listening to lectures with family, I guess.
Or whenever you're free. And like when eating prasadam, you can say Mahaprasade Govinde before eating prasadam. And then
Yeah.
you have prasadam.
And while you're eating, you offer it to Krishna. So, like when we're eating, like think about Krishna and our gratitude towards him. I think you can add it in a point that we already said. There was something like gratitude. I can find it. Yeah, being grateful for that Krishna has given us mercy and has introduced us to Krishna consciousness.
So introduce us to 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, sing their prayers before when going in like the car.
Yeah.
Me and my mom always do that. Like when we're just going to town, she'll just start singing it.
Yeah, when I go to school every day, I sing the prayers. Is there anything else we should add, or should we start assigning parts?
Well, when I used to go to public school, I would sometimes chant my japa on the way, just a way to remember Krishna on the way.
Wow. Yeah, I'm trying to do that. Not really.
My house is very close to my school, so I don't have time to finish a full round. So I don't have
How many rounds do you guys chant? Because I can't handle like chanting like 16 rounds. I barely do like 3 per day.
Oh, well, you're
My
much
mom-
better than me. I used to do like 3 when I was in online school, but then I moved back to normal school, and now, because it's just Karthik Mas, this is when I started doing 1 round every day.
Like I don't do 3, but like sometimes like mostly 1. But when I have like a lot of time, probably 2. It's just I do it for a few days and then I don't know why it stops.
My mom, I
There
used to
must be
do
some exercise that
I used to do just 3, but now my mom has me doing 6 a day.
It's good.
Okay. So Hare Krishna, hope you're all almost done.
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, Mataji, we can close the breakout room.
Everyone just pick your colors. I'm assigning.
Yeah. How many points do we have? Okay,
We have
we're
10
4 of
total.
us.
Can I just put the title real quick, like in the document?
Yeah.
I can do the first 2, so yellow.
Who's you? I can't see the
I'm
people.
Pranvi.
Vinita Mataji.
Just give me a second. I'll create a key and then you can write
Yes,
your name.
Mataji, shall I close the rooms, Mataji?
Yeah, yes, Mataji, yes.
Yeah, sure, Mataji.
I can do the next 2, like the one which says listening to Kirtan.
Yellow is someone. Blue.
Pranvi.
Okay.
I
I'll be
can
blue.
do purple.
What?
Can you just write your own name? Something. Sorry.
You didn't share it with me, so.
It's in that. And I'll do.
I'll do anything.
Yeah, Mataji, I'm giving you host. Mataji, I have to move away from the laptop for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'll end the call, Mataji. Yeah.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
So thank you. So all of you are back here.
I'll take. Which one should I take? I'll take orange.
So Prahlad is back, and who else? Everyone from group 2 are back.
Well, they all
Suraj.
get backwards. You didn't finish yet.
Why is it?
Okay, if group 1 is ready to go, I think we still have Suraj, and who else in group 2? Tulsi Manjari is also there. Tulsi Manjari, you were in group 2?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, Suraj also came. Okay. So let's start. Group 1, do you want to do the presentation?
Just The person who is doing yellow. Okay. Name is
Okay, so Mataji, basically, so we each took 2 points. My 2 points were when you wake up, you can have a picture of Krishna in front of your bed or near your bed or somewhere where you can easily see it, somewhere easily accessible when you wake up. So Krishna is kind of like the first thing you think about in the morning. And then the second one was saying Mahaprasadi Govinda without eating, because you eat a couple times, there's like a couple snacks sometimes, and thinking about Krishna, it'll just like increase the number of times you think about Krishna in a day, and it's another way to
Wow,
remember.
that's nice, Pranvi. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you,
Yes.
Mataji.
So my 2 points are listening to Kirtan while working. Like nowadays, most of us are busy in like work or schoolwork, and mostly don't have much time for Krishna consciousness, even though we want to. So listening to Kirtan is something that is kind of remembering Krishna passively, but at least we're trying to remember Krishna, even in something we're doing materially. So like connecting Krishna with something that we have to do for material livelihood. And the second one is also singing Kirtan, humming, and Vaishnava Acharya songs, even during household seva, or like whenever you're working in the house, you can also connect that with Krishna.
Beautiful.
And looking at people around us and praying to Krishna that we don't also end up like them, and being grateful that Krishna has given us mercy and introduced us to Krishna consciousness. And you can be grateful that he's given you prasadam, facilities, resources, talents, etc.
Oh, that is so nice. That's wonderful. So even if you're not among devotees, yeah, with anyone else also, you can see that, Krishna has saved us from performing sinful activities now and then suffering later, and be grateful. That's nice. Thank you.
You can also chant some slokas and say thank you to the Lord throughout the day. And at night, you can tell Krishna about everything that's happened in your day, like you would talk with your mother, your parents, or maybe your friends. You can think of Krishna in that position and talk to him that way.
That's great. That's wonderful. Okay, the last thing is Haripriya. Would you like to say?
Hare Krishna, Mataji, sorry. So whenever you have free time, just listen to any lectures from like any great sannyasis or any like devotees who give lectures. Like listen to lectures with not only you but also your family, and hearing Bhagavatam Katha. And also whenever you're going anywhere, like even if you're just going to school or going to the shop, you can still sing Narsinghdev prayers in the car so you can remember the God.
Ah, that's so practical and nice. So thank you. Good job, everyone. I mean, I would like that, somebody take a screenshot of this and post it in the group.
I can do that.
Okay, thank you, Haripriya. Okay, group 2.
Yeah. Yes, Suraj can show it.
Yes, would you like to share the screen, or you can say it also? Okay, who's going to start? Each one can do one, whoever you have selected.
Okay, I'll start. His beak, Bakasura. For Bakasura, he got. I couldn't find like the exact type of liberation, but he just attained moksha, and Krishna killed him. His beak got snapped, and he attained liberation.
Yeah.
Let's see what I couldn't find what type of liberation.
If it says just moksha liberation, it's sayujya.
Uh-huh. Oh,
Yeah. Thank you,
okay.
Prahlad. Okay.
Aristasura was released from the cycle of birth and death when his life was taken by Krishna, and he attained moksha liberation as well.
Thank you.
Sayujya mukti.
That's nice. Okay, someone can do Agasura.
I'm doing it. So for Gasura, he attained Sayujya Mukti, and then he merged into the Brahman effulgence, but then after that he attained Sarabhya Mukti, which is like getting like a spiritual body.
Yeah. Yes, thank you. So Sayujya and then Sarupya. So look at the things that Krishna is awarding these demons, right? But definitely liberation from the cycle of birth and death. Okay. Suraj, would you like to say something about Putana?
Putana was a evil person who wanted to poison Krishna, but in the same way, she had the feeling to feed Krishna milk. So then she disguised herself as a beautiful lady, like a devata kind of, and then Putana treated Krishna like she was his son. So she was delivered, and she went to the spiritual world, and she was there as a nurse.
Thank you, Suraj. So thank you for bringing out these points and also getting textual evidence from the Krishna book and sharing it. So thank you all very much for joining. It was a wonderful session. So what did we learn in summary? So let's see that. So Krishna Matir Astu. Always remember Krishna and never forget him. So we will try and do that. And the group 1 came up with so many ways and means. And the group 2 also said that why we should do that, because even demons get liberation because of thinking about Krishna. Okay, thank you all very much for joining. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. We'll meet again next week, Krishna willing. Anybody has any questions? Okay.
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you for the
Hare
class.
Krishna. Thank you very much,
Mataji, thank
everyone.
you so
Hare
much.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, good night.
Good night.